fix the nuts at the ends, right? So make sure you fix them. So you must do this. Don't forget to do them. So once you have fixed this one, you also take your time as well. You tighten it all through this way. Tighten it and make sure it's properly fixed. So tighten to the end. And after you must have done this, now it's now time for you to fix the pedal. As you can see, very simple, right? It's not hard. Just be patient enough while tightening the nuts. That is the most important thing. And make sure you get enough tools. So I would suggest you get an adjustable screw and spanner, or you try to get exact size of these nuts. I think it's 13, 14 or thereabouts. Try to verify the sizes. So you tighten it as shown. Tighten as shown. Tighten as shown this way. So make sure it's as tight as possible. The leg will be so strong, it won't be shaking. Now the next thing we do now is to fix the pedal. Now in fixing the pedal, all you need to do is to bring this pedal as well. Now make sure that the name as well is facing up. Be mindful of this. Don't go and do your own to face down. It has spoiled the work. It must face up as well. Then you bring this angle looking shapes, then insert this inside as well, and then insert this as well inside. Then you place it at the middle of your machine, right? At the middle this way. Now you are meant to tighten this from the under, because the reason for the from the under is to enable you have a proper fixing here. So you fix it this way and make sure you tighten it from the under. Then you are to hold it like this and then put the nut from under this way, and then you bring the bolt rather, put the bolts under this way, and then you bring a knot and then fix from on top. So make sure it's at the center of the leg. So take your time in doing this as well. Like I said, don't be in a haste. So take your time. Gradually you fix it. So once you get to this stage, you're almost done with the whole procedure. So you fix it this way. So once you have gotten to this, then you do the next one as well. All the nuts and bolts must be complete in your machine carton. So you tighten from here, from the under, right? So you make sure after the tightening that way, you take your adjustable spanner as well, and then you screw it. Then while screwing, the bolt might be rotating. You can now use a stretch screwdriver and start it under that the head, so that you keep it steady while you screw. Or you can use this to clip the nuts, and then you screw the bolts. However you want to do it, it's still the same. So you screw the bolts in this form. Make sure it's properly fixed, it's strong enough, right? Do the same thing on the other side. So screw the bolts this way, and then make sure it's properly fixed. Then you are done with this, right? Then after this, the next thing we do now is to fix this, that will hold the iron, the lever that will be adding speed, or that will be helping to move the machine, right? So hold this and fix it in this form, and then also tighten with your bolt. Go from behind this way. Go from behind, or you can put the bolt, the nut underneath while you tighten as well. You can put the nut underneath, make it to be at the first two, leave the one at the edge. You can still put it there, but I like using these center ones. Then hold it this way, and then you carefully insert this under, and then you tighten. So I will do this and show you the results. All right, so now I have to turn it backwards so that I can do this effectively, making sure I relax myself very well to tighten this. It's very important as well. Then after this, now the next you will do now is to start fixing the drawer or the drawer, however you want to call it, the drawer, right, to the table of the machine. So I'm done with the leg. This is all you need to do, and you must make sure that all nuts are properly tightened and strong enough. Then you keep this one side this way, and then the next you will do now is to make sure you ascertain the exact position of the drawer on the table, right? So this is a table. Now you and I know that this is how the table should be. The head of the machine should be here, then while the drawer will be on the left hand side. Though some persons can still decide to put the drawer on the right, it's still very much acceptable or very okay. So I want to return the left hand drawer method. So you make sure you know where the table is facing. Where you have the ruler is meant to face your detailer or the designer. This place you have the reading of the tape, right, should be facing you. Then you place it backwards this way, and then bring the drawer or the drawer, and then make sure you position it in a way that when you want to close it, it doesn't go too far or too in. You should be at least 1 inch or exact inch with the edge of the machine here. So I'm putting it to be ½ inch inwards. Then bring the drawer rail, that's the holder of the drawer, it's called the drawer rail. Then lap it at exact points this way. You will see where you have the hole. Place the whole part on the body of the drawer this way, and then bring the star screwdriver. Bring your star screwdriver where you have a star screwdriver, right? And then fix this at this point. So I will tighten the 6 holes on this drawer, 3 here, 3 here. I will tighten it and show you the result as we progress. All right, so now as you can see, I have fixed the drawer, right? So the nuts are properly tightened this way. So the next we will do now is to start fixing the iron leg to the machine. So see how it's being fixed. Now you turn this the other way around this way, right? So I should have shifted this drawer a bit, but then I think it's still okay here. Still okay here. So I will fix this here. Now you now use your star screwdriver, and then make sure that the greater weight of the machine is centralized at the foot of the machine, right? Then tighten it. So you might just measure 4 inches off from the back part of the machine, 4 inches off from here, or 5 inches off from here, and then maybe 2 inches or 1.5 inch off from the front is recommended. Then you fix it at that particular position. So you make sure you tighten it and make sure it's centralized. Then I will tighten this and now show you the results. All right, so as you can see, I have tightened the nuts. The nuts are properly tight, and make sure that the table is not shaking. After tightening it, you try to raise or pull the iron leg up. The table must be glued to the iron frame. Then after this, then the next video you will see now will be on how to mount the machine head and fix the accessories. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video.